Hi there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 243 of our Be a Better You annual challenge. Today, of course, like this entire month, and actually today's the last day of the month, so we are wrapping up our discussion with the focus on the IDEANCE process for emotional health and well-being. Emotional health and well-being in our personal life, which impacts every other thing in our life, right? We're going to talk about it in Supersize Your Business. We're going to talk about it in What You Up To Now. We're going to talk about it right now. Step 7 of the IDEANCE process, the process that we came up with in January this year to learn, practice with, make our own in each of the different areas and aspects of our life. The 9-part framework that I use is physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationships, contribution, communication, and confidence. And again, I've talked about how I added communication and confidence in 2021 after doing over a year of coaching and work in that on myself and improving those areas for me. I saw what a profound impact they had in my ability to achieve my goals and objectives in the other areas and aspects of my life, so I want to add them to my own life framework, and now I teach a 9-part life framework instead of the original 7-part one that I learned from Tony Robbins and Jim Rohn back in the late 1970s, actually. The first time I was exposed to Tony Robbins was in 1970, it might have been 1980. It might be the 80s. 1980, I was in the hospital in Valley, Nebraska with some funky things that had happened when I was working for 3M out there. And I was watching late night infomercials because I couldn't sleep. And that's when I first was exposed to Tony Robbins. And of course, I'd heard of him and vaguely heard of him, but that's when I really got interested in personal development and personal growth and things. And it's been a lifelong journey for me. That was, lots and lots of years ago. So, step 7 of the process is educate. How are we going to share and teach what it is that we've learned? How can we share this process? Who can we share this process with? Who can we use this process in front of, or anything that we learned during this process to set an example for other people? Why? Because we want to make the world a better place. If you're listening to me and you don't want to make the world a better place, you should turn me off right now, because I am not for you. Everything I do is about how can we make the world a better place and be a positive force for good in the world. Because there's enough people being a negative force, and we need to balance that out. We live in a polar universe, so let's choose the side of good and creating a better environment and better life for ourselves and our families, and let the other people that want to be negative and evil do their own thing, because we don't need to participate in that. So what are some ways, and our question today that we're going to answer as we turn off our light. Our question today that we're going to answer, not even sure what I just did, is how are we going to share or teach someone else, at least one other person, what we learned today? And one of the things I'm doing is I signed up for school. I've been on school before, but I'd never really joined it or done anything on it. And of course, the big giant Alex Hormozy launched last week, I guess it was. I signed up for that. And so I'm on school. I started with my Supersize Your Business group, but I really want to add the annual challenge and have that be a group that we can go to. I will be looking for founding members. And so whoever joins me there on school, if you're interested, put me in the comments below and I will send you the link. I haven't set up that group yet, but I want to do that. But the first group is going to be free. And then after the founding members, I'm going to charge for it, because I do it 365 days a year. And there's got to be some skin in the game so that people will continue to participate. Free is great. I love sharing everything I absolutely positively can for free. But I also know that people pay attention to what they pay for. Believe it or not, I'm that way, and most of the people on the planet are that way. If we invest in ourselves, we will develop far faster and further than if we don't invest in ourselves, because the first person we have to believe in is ourselves. All right, so what are we doing today? We are saying or teaching at least one person, at least one thing you've learned about the IDEANCE process. One aha, one thing you tried that didn't work for you, because that is often the same thing that somebody else did, and together you can figure out, well, what's the lesson we learned from that? Hey, the lesson might just be we got to be resilient, because the first thing we try isn't necessarily going to work. All right, any questions? Hit me up and ask. Otherwise, go out, make it a fabulous day. It's a holiday weekend here in the USA, so enjoy. If I can help you, ask. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow. Bye. We're switching time.